Alright, so KSI recently just left the Sidemen, and this is obviously a pretty big thing because he's like the biggest member of the group. So of course the videos probably won't feel the same. Well, recently KSI dropped a video titled I'm Leaving the Sidemen, and here's that video.
This is honestly the hardest video I've ever had to make in my life.
Sorry, I understand this video is very emotional and very sad for a lot of people, but I just cannot take him seriously with the sad music in the background. And he has a big forehead as well.
I've gone back and forth on this decision for a very long time. Today, 31st of May, will be my final Sidemen.
So I'm assuming that the main reason why he left is probably because he's going to start a family. I've noticed recently that a lot of YouTubers do cut back on their contents when they plan on having kids and stuff, but who knows, I could be wrong.
The Sidemen have been such a huge part of my life for over 12, 13 years. For almost half my life, the Sidemen have been my second family. Together we've done things I never thought were possible. We sold out arenas, we sold out stadiums, we've broken records, we've made Netflix shows, we've done a lot.
I'm not the biggest fan of Sidemen or even KSI for that matter. I think Beta Squad is the better group. But with that being said, I can understand why people could be very upset by this because just like what KSI said, Sidemen has been around like forever. And every time I think of like YouTube groups, their group is the first thing that comes to my mind because their group has lasted so long. And most groups I feel like do not last this long because usually members leave or there's a disagreement in the group or the contracts aren't really that good, like what happened with FaZe. And I know the group is not over. It's probably going to be still around for a good bit. It is still sad to see like one of the biggest members of that group leave. And it's probably definitely going to change the dynamic of the videos. And the videos are definitely not going to feel the same.
The truth is, nothing bad has happened. This decision is completely my own. Over the last few years, I felt myself being pulled in a lot of directions. Between everything else in my life, I feel like I've been running at full speed at 100 miles an hour. I spent so long trying to be everything for everyone, trying to be everywhere, trying to do it all.
I mean, yeah, I can't lie, out of all the members, KSI is definitely the hardest working because he has like all these projects going on, like music, Prime, Lunchly, his main channel, his second channel. I'm pretty sure he collaborates all the time with other people. Pretty sure Sidemen has a React channel as well. So yeah, I don't really blame him that he's falling asleep in some of the Sidemen videos because of how exhausted he is. And there's even times he wouldn't even show up to shoots. I'm sure that he woke up one day was like, yeah, I cannot keep doing this anymore.
It's hard to make enough time for myself. I found it hard. I definitely found it hard to find time for my family. I found it hard to make time for the people I love, and I realized that something has to change. The Sidemen deserve someone who can give 100%. And right now I know I can't do that. It just wouldn't be fair on the boys. It wouldn't be fair to you, and it wouldn't be fair to myself. Walking away from something you love it's painful.
I gotta give KSI some respect for realizing that he wasn't putting in as much effort as the other guys. And of course, he had no time for his family either. So it makes sense why he went to leave to spend time with them. Because at the end of the day, they're not gonna be around forever. But a lot of people I see mistake him saying this as like, I'm gonna leave the people that help me out. It's like, well, no, clearly he wants to, live life and spend more time with the people that actually matter to him than working. Still does have a pretty big forehead though.
Trust me, this has not been easy. But deep down, I know it's the right thing to do. Those boys help shape who I am today. And I hope in some small way that I shaped who they became too.
But yeah, the rest of the video, he just continues to yap about the Sidemen and why he's leaving. Sidemen would then make a post about KSI leaving that reads, "We're sad to share the news that JJ has decided not to continue as part of the Sidemen. Had an amazing time on this journey with him, and we wish him all the best with his future endeavors. That doesn't change anything for the rest of us. We're still committed to creating the best content, events, and shows that we can for you all." This came as a surprise to us, and we all know that it will be an adjustment for you, but we've got a lot of exciting stuff planned that we can't wait to share. Now, the internet seems very split right now on whether KSI leaving is actually true or not, so I'm just going to run down all the things that people are saying, starting off with people who think he's trolling. On KSI's leaving the Sidemen video, the top comment on that video was this: "Bro bet on Arsenal to win, now he's doing a forfeit." So clearly a lot of people think it's a forfeit because Arsenal lost. Another thing that people brought up is that he did like the 6-7 motion in the video. People are so gullible. It's a forfeit. He did 6-7.
Focus on fixing my work-life balance.
Yeah, I don't know about this one because clearly this is a very common motion, and I don't know if this person knows, but that motion has been around way before 6-7 was even a thing. I think your brain just might be cooked. But one thing that I did find pretty odd was when Sidemen announced on their social medias that KSI was leaving. Vikstars said the exact same thing on both TikTok and Twitter. I just don't know why you would write the same exact thing twice on 2 separate social media platforms. Another main reason why people don't believe this, that this is real, is because he actually made the same exact video like 8 years ago. So yeah, that would be pretty hard to believe.
Obviously, as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm no longer with the Sidemen. Why I'm leaving Sidemen? Mainly because of Ethan.
But in KSI's defense, you can tell the video is just a joke. At least to me, he seems to be pretty serious. This time around, this guy says it's fake. If he was actually leaving the Sidemen, they would all have posts on it and left comments instantly on his video. Also, he hasn't posted the video on his socials either, just YouTube. That tells you everything. He only puts on his stories and not any official post about it. Well, just because his buddies didn't instantly comment on this video, I don't think that really tells you it's fake. And there's no reason for him to post a video to all his social medias. I mean, his main platform is literally YouTube, so of course he's gonna post a video on YouTube. Honestly, if he did exactly what you're saying, I'd be more fishy about it if his buddies were instantly commenting on his post and he posted the video to all social medias. Fake Sidemen beef in the big year of 2026. Maybe now that KSI has left the Sidemen, I can actually watch them. Oof. I do hope that KSI knows what he's doing and that this is not the start of his downfall. It's clear that he left because he wants to push the boundaries and be bigger than he is now, and having to split his time with Sidemen's schedule is tough, and there's clear creative differences. I don't know where you got any of this from, but I don't think KSI is trying to be bigger than he is right now. I think he's trying to cut back on all his projects, because actually I realized a couple months ago, or whenever I posted this video, that he was cutting back is when he handed his wrestling company over to Andrew Tate's. It's I don't think there's clear creative differences. I mean, they've been doing this for 13 years. I feel like there would be a problem way before, so it wouldn't really make sense for it to come up now, but okay. KSI's brother Jeji said this on a Jinxie or Naruto Minecraft stream.
So, yes, on my life, wallahi, yes, JJ's left.
I'm gonna put on my life.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I believe it because he told me in person he was thinking about that, and I leaked. I don't care.
Bro, Deji, what? I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a forfeit because Arsenal lost.
No forfeit. Yeah, JJ just wants to kind of focus more on himself and like everything. So, and he also wants more free time, and he feels like leaving the Sidemen he can get.
Now the problem with Deji saying this is that he is a huge troll, so he could be in on the whole plan. But Deji's also an idiot, so I don't know how good he is at lying. Like, he seems like someone who would accidentally like spoil the whole like troll. Now, in my opinion, what makes me think that this may not be a troll is because it seems like the boy changed how KSI was thinking. Because just a few years ago, he was saying stuff like this.
I just hate being comfortable. Sitting back, looking at my life and going, oh man, I smashed it. Me, that's so boring.
But there is like...
I'm thinking about my children and my children's children and my children's children's children.
They've got
No,
But also-
well, if I said they were fine years ago and then I'm here in this position, I'd be broke.
I'm gonna drop a gem on you real quick. When you have children, yeah, and they're growing up, they're not gonna remember, oh, dad was so f***ing good. All he did was work constantly, and all he did was fly to American club. They'll care about, oh, he f***ing helped me do a drawing after school.
No,
More
no,
things
but-
to life
no, you
to
can-
enjoy
but
than
you
going,
can still-
I must grow!
No, but you
I
can-
must grow!
no,
I've got to go and collab with Ksi Sidemen right now, sorry. Trust me.
Okay, fair.
Trust me.
Fair.
So as you tell in the video, he was just planning on just locking in on content for pretty much forever. But I guess the guys convinced him that this was not the way to go about it. And it seems like he made some changes in his life.
In the past, 10 years, I can count how many times I've seen my parents. It just put a load of things into perspective because I can't keep going on like this forever. Because I mean, if I just work, and don't stop, don't find time for my family, you know, things will suffer. You know, and I'll look back and be like, I did all this work, you know, made all this money, but what do I have to show for it? A missus that hardly ever gets to see me. I've got a family that hardly ever gets to see me. So yeah, I'm just working on making changes in my life.
So yeah, it turns out that change was to kind of cut loose the people that told him.
And lastly, on Instagram, he posted a massive post with the group over the years. And he said this as well in the description. I know that this news has been hard to deal with. I know that some people don't want to believe it, but it's real. I'll be leaving the Sidemen. Writing this is just sad. I'm sad. Of course, I'm sad going through all these images, looking back at the years. Sad we've done so much, man. We've made so much content together. We've entertained so many people over the years. We've done so much for charity. And we've made so many people on the planet happy. I don't regret any of it. I've had the time of my life. It's been such an awesome, crazy journey. I love these guys, and they will always be my friends for life. But the reason why this is such a big deal, especially for the UK homies, is because they don't really have many YouTube groups that, you know, actually last longer than a year. Like, literally, the only groups I can think of that the UK has is the Sidemen. But other than that, I can only think of one, which is Beta Squad. While we in the US have AMP, I know Ksi Sidemen left that group too. But I don't think him leaving really changed anything. We have the Core Boys, we have the Boys, the Vanos crew. We have another phase group coming on the way. And there's always groups coming and going constantly all the time. So for them, it is that deep that the main guy is leaving. Now, let me speak directly to the boys. I know you're all grieving in your own way because of my decisions, but you knew it was coming for a while. And I know that some of you are angry, and some of you won't accept it. Some of you might even hate me. Some of you or just upset. It's okay. I'll always be here for you. I always have been here for you. Don't see this as the end. See it as a new era or a new beginning. Be optimistic. Think positively. You have an audience that adores you, an audience that enjoys the content, an audience that has grown with us. You are all very entertaining, so don't think otherwise. You've done this without me before, and it was great. Haha. But in the end, you know how I am, so you know that I have to do this for my insanity. It's still so sad that all you guys started from all those Skype calls, trains, FTW, what the frick that means. Haha. I love you guys. Oh my god, this is so sad. I think I'm gonna cry. And then Harry just says, no. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Do you guys think KSI is telling the truth about leaving Sidemen or not? Do you guys think it's just a whole big troll? I'm more leaning into it not being a troll. I think honestly his last post sold it for me. I feel like he's going a little bit too hard. I think it's a little messed up that you're pulling on fans' heartstrings. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of KSI or even Sidemen, but I was getting a little sad too. And he's also been doing this for 13 years, so it makes sense for him to eventually, you know, retire. Maybe not retire YouTube. It looks like he's still doing that. It's just, Sidemen does seem to be taking a lot of his time up. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.